Yeah, spent all our time in 2020 developing the technology and what design we're going to make for this board, and 2021, here it is. There was a fair bit of time in development and R&D with not only models but with technology, and I wanted to do a softboard because softboards seem to be, let's just go, all the rage at the moment. And like anything that I do or JS does, or as a company, or as the brand, we just wanted to make a good one. The ones that I've seen seem to not be quite so performance based, but just a run-of-the-mill softboard like any other softboard. They got a slick bottom and EPS core and then a layer of soft stuff on top, so they're pretty soggy. So what is different about our ones is we're using a carbon T-stringer. It stiffens the board up a lot and has created a pretty nice flex. It's different to what I believe other softboards in the market are like, whether they use timber stringers, no stringers. I wanted it to be a normal board with a soft outer coating. The whole idea with the design was to make a pretty flat deck board, so you got heaps of foam in it, it's easy to paddle. The groms that are just learning to surf, there's so much foam there, they can catch waves easy. But then I fine-tuned the rails, did the little down rail so that it's refined enough so guys who can surf can put it on rail, So get it up and goes, there's heaps of speed, and you can actually carve a turn. If you watch the guys that have been surfing this, from Joel and Fisher and all those boys, they're doing little hacks and little cutties and stuff like that, and on what would normally be a pretty soggy, saggy board. It's technically a surfboard with the soft coating, from the stringer, the carbon stringer, EPS core, it's multi-layered fiberglass underneath like a surfboard. And then we use the microdot thermofoam, which is probably not new to the market, but we think is probably one of the better materials to use. So it's not your slick bottom, it's quite different to everyone else's. And I just found that that's what helped make it go to, and it allowed us to get a better rail shape, this thermofoam, than most. The slick bottoms are just a hard bottom, straight to the edge, and normally you've got pretty square rails, where this is able to be shaped. So we actually got a little round rail on ours. So we've incorporated our kick tail straight into it. So, you're not worrying about, you've got a deck pad and everything all in one. So you don't need grip, you just put a little bit of wax on it and away you go. It's definitely unique to JS, and that's just that little bit of added performance that we've gone for, just putting that little bit extra in. Yeah, well, I mean, they're just softboards that what was just for, for the kids and entry level has now become pretty popular with everyone. And, your 4-foot closeout shories and those kind of days when maybe you surfed out and you just want to have some fun and rip the fins out and do little spinners and stuff. Always, the development was always aimed at with the kids in mind. All our team riders have got young kids. From Marley Parkinson's probably the eldest out of the groms at the moment. Ace has got 3 kids, and it was planned. We wanted to keep all our next generation of team riders going too.